Hello, my friend. It's me again with the Bible, and we're going to talk about it for a little bit. It'll be fun. And I'm going to keep my phone on with my little stopwatch so I can make sure I don't go too far over 10 minutes, which is kind of my goal with the walk through the Bible in a year, as we are doing. We're day 62, I think. Like, wow. This keeps going. It's amazing. It's already March. And if you look outside briefly, you see snow. Anyway, but I can't keep it outside too long, or the lighting will fixate on the light outside. We're going to be in chapters 11, 12, and 13 real quick today. Mostly just talking again. Moses is telling the people about their past. All the things that God has done with their fathers and ancestors in the last 40 years, with their crossing over the Red Sea, the sins of Dathan and all of them, bringing you guys into this land of flowing with milk and honey, bringing you into a land that, as verse 12 of chapter 11 says, the eyes of the Lord are always on, from the beginning of the year to the end. He does not cease paying attention to what's going on in Israel. The Lord your God, that is our Father in heaven, the Son, Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit. One God. Plurality. The one who is God. The Lord your God is one. Love him with all your heart, soul, mind, strength. You'll be promised, the land will be promised blessings richly. Now, there's a whole group of books that are written on different things, like the sin and salvation, studying the Holy Spirit, studying death, studying life, angelology, studying angels. There really is no series on studying Israel and God's promises to Israel, because we really see Israel and we see the church, two separate entities. They have two distinct beginnings and promises and destinies to what God is going to do with them. Right now we're in a period that is considered the church period. Jesus promised the Holy Spirit to come, and the church was born at Pentecost. And one day we believe there'll be a rapture, and all of the believers will be gone on the planet Earth, and God will again focus his time on Israel, his time clock. Now, he's always focused on Israel, and he's focused on the church now. And he's not going to stop being focused on Israel, but one day he's going to take the church out, take his bride home, and get back to just using Israel as his centerpiece. And we'll get to that a little bit later on down the road, especially in the book of Revelation and some of the prophetic passages that we'll get to. And we will talk about that later. Chapter 12 brings up the thing about destroying all the idols in life. Verse 8, chapter 12 says, "You shall not do at all what we are doing here today, everyone doing what is right in his own eyes. And do not use every pagan idea you find." That's a big one. We just watched an episode of Touched by an Angel. It was an old episode from like 2012, just where the lady's using like everything. Knock on woods, wood, throwing salt over your shoulder, whatever old wives' tales you can come up with to just not jinx yourself. You can't jinx yourself by just mentioning something. It's not possible to put in a chain of events like that. God has something in mind and planned. He's going to do it. And it basically says, be God's alone. Don't, be like anyone else. Chapter 13 talks about false gods and prophets. Verse 4, "You shall follow the Lord your God and fear him, and shall keep his commandments, listen to his voice, and serve him and cling to him." So listen, serve, and cling. Listen to the voice of the Father talking to you daily. Serve him as an act of love because of what he has done for us, bringing us out of Egypt, out of our spiritual darkness, out of the place where we dwelt with the sinful nature. And feed the Holy Spirit, feed the spiritual nature inside of you, and research, investigate and search out and inquire thoroughly if some things are true and whether or not they're an abomination. It's a big deal, like my shirt says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it's broke, blow it up. Set it on fire, as the text in chapter 13 says. Put all the pagan stuff up in a pile and burn it all. Because the people in the land that you're going into, Israel, are horrific. The things they do are abominable. You'd want to burn them and get rid of them. All the witchcraft, the pagan, the stuff that they do, sacrificing babies on altars. It's just gross immorality, everything. Do not have any part in it. Get rid of anything, blow it up, because it's not working. It's not fixable. God doesn't want to fix your heart. He wants to take it out and give you a new one, a heart transplant. His heart. He wants to dive into you and pull it out, put His heart in you. His will appear. So that the things you do aren't based on your sinful nature, but based on what He wants us to do. And I've said before, it's a daily sanctifying process as Jesus works in us to be holy, to be perfect as He is perfect, to be like Him. We should just stop saying we are not perfect, we're forgiven. Because He wants to make us perfect. He doesn't want to just forgive. Don't make room for just grace covering all of your mistakes. It does cover you because He died for your sin once and for all, a long time ago. Everything that you do now and in the future has been already taken care of. But it doesn't mean you should go out and give you yourself license to do more stuff. That's not the point. We're to live. And just like He tells the people of Israel, remember where you've been. Because God is not done with you. He loves you. He's bringing you into a place where you can be purposeful and driven to possess the land, the promises that your fathers had. How do I say it? Just, the sinful nature is going to keep trying to come back at you. It keeps pulling at us every day. Especially the harder we work at it. The harder you struggle, the more it tries to fight against you. It's like when you're trying to get out of a paper bag, or it's like it's fighting against you. You're trying to push out, but the whole world just feels like it's crashing down on you. That's when the Holy Spirit's going to help you, and trust in the Holy Spirit to be your guide, to be your tutor, to walk you through it, and He will, because He's a good God, and He will not leave you. He will not forsake you, because He loves you. We'll continue on chapter 14 in the next video. Continue to study Deuteronomy, and have a good day. God bless.